you've played against a lot of different players, whether it's club or country. So this question almost goes back to the Raul Jimenez question. Who's that player anytime you face is just, this is the guy that's too much? And I don't say maybe too much for you, but you're like, I got to tip my hat off to this guy. This guy's something else.
Oh, that's a good question. I've faced some pretty good strikers.
I'd say
I say David Villa.
David Villa.
Yeah,
over
David
Zlatan,
Villa.
over Jimenez, Chicharito, Joseph Martinez, Vela. It's David Villa.
Yep. I don't think I've faced like Vela, a lot of the West Coast guys as much. I only see him once a year. Zlatan, I only played once. Actually, I played twice. I played him once there, once at home. But David Villa, the amount of times that I saw him, 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a year. If I get him in Open Cup or I see him in playoffs, it's
he's a rival. What was it about him? What was it about him?
I mean, one, that he's an unbelievable player, that he shows up in big moments. They're all rivalry games when I play him, so he's ready to play. His ability to hurt you in different ways, whether it's off the dribble or shooting from distance, walking around for 10 minutes like he's not into the game, and then he'll just spring forward on a run on your weak side. You don't see him. I think just his many ways he can hurt you as a player.
Now, we're going to do this a little dynamic. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and I want your most honest answers. Sometimes I want the first answer that comes to your head, okay? We're going to talk about CONCACAF's best. In your opinion, you've seen these guys, you've played against them, whether it's an MLS or national team, and maybe sometimes from afar. But who is CONCACAF's best player at the moment? We have Raul Jimenez, we have Christian Pulisic, we have Keylor Navas, we have Alphonso Davies, and we have Carlos Vela.
It's definitely between Vela, Pulisic, and Alphonso Davies. But I'm going to say, I think Carlos Vela is so seasoned in his career, and as a player, he knows exactly who he is and what he can do to hurt people. So, but I think if you give Christian a year or two, I think that he tops them all.
We're obviously very high on Christian Pulisic. You see him day in, day out when you're with the national team. Why is he so good? What about him makes him so good?
Yeah, he's so tidy in tight spaces. His acceleration, and it's not just his top speed, it's like quickness and top speed mixed together. I think Michael Bradley described it as like light. Like it's almost like a Landon Donovan, how light he is on his feet. And the way he can dribble around defenders and make it look effortless is crazy, man. It's something I've never seen before.
Okay, and we have, we're going to call this one a defender's worst nightmare. From the national team, the current pool, who has the best shot?
Best shot. I mean, can I put Jozy in there? Because he's got
of course, Jozy.
Jozy's on
I
would say Jozy.
Team. Okay. Best dribbler?
Christian.
Best header? You can include yourself.
Ooh. I mean, I'm up there for sure. Offensive, like on the corners?
Yeah.
It's got to be me or Walker.
Walker Zimmerman. All right. Who's got the best vision?
Michael Bradley.
Michael Bradley has the best vision. Who's strongest on the ball?
Jozy.
And who's the biggest pest?
I can't see him pushing him off, yeah. The biggest pest, Tyler Adams.
Tyler Adams is the biggest
100%,
pest.
100%.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.